Hey everybody, welcome back to Daytime. Jennifer Ettinger is back. She's the owner of Fit Your Style and, are you ready? Celebrated author. Yay!
Thank you.
I mean, we've been having you on the show for about 2 years now.
Yes.
I remember when this was just an early inspiration. Here we are now. We're talking about the completed project. For people at home, what's the book called? What's it about? Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. It is called Finding Your Inner Goddess, Get Body Confidence Beautiful. And it is a manual to embrace your body shape, the shape that you've been given, beauty boosting foods, and embrace the mind and spirit, and just take the body that you have and run with it and love it. Because so many of us, and we've talked about this before, only 2% of women find themselves beautiful internationally.
It's unbelievable.
What?
2%.
2%?
Yes, which is just a tragedy.
Yeah.
So many of us aspire to be something that we simply cannot genetically.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
why don't we step back and look at our shapes, those are the different shapes that we have, and identify which one is our shape, and throughout the book it's a blueprint. So I'll teach you how to work out for that body shape.
Nice.
What fits your style and what's not your style in terms of clothing choices. Just start embracing and making the best with what you've got.
Yeah.
We have a beauty boosting food section in which Luletta, our secret chef, created a menu based on that. So there's healthy
Very
foods
good.
for your nails, for your heart, for your skin, for your health. Detoxification. And with my museum studies background, I researched goddesses. And even before Christ, believe it or not, there's documentation from goddesses telling us to take care of ourselves as women.
Wow.
So throughout the book, there are images of goddesses with corresponding affirmations to keep you on your journey.
Okay, so, and then, how would you explain today's goddess? You know, the 2011 goddess. Do we all have our own image or our own idea of what a goddess would be?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I call it the goddess glow.
Okay.
And I say that you can't capture from any beauty bottle. It's that glow when somebody comes in and you're like, wow, like she's just at peace with herself. She has this radiance. It's not photan.
Yeah.
You know, she's got this radiance going on. You're like, that energy.
Yeah.
She's eating clean food. She's exercising. She's balanced and she's harmonized.
Oh, yeah.
She's not trying to be something that she's not. She's empowering herself with what she is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I would
truly,
say.
truly the success, I mean, the most important thing in your life, really, if you can harmonize those things.
Absolutely.
Let's go back, take us back to when you were growing up.
Sure.
I mean, you were a completely different woman. You experienced health issues. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that time in your life?
Sure. So, as you guys know, I'm American-Canadian.
Yes.
And I was very privileged to go to the Fashion Institute of Technology, which is next to Parsons, the two top fashion schools.
Wow.
Yes.
It was very competitive.
Very big, yes.
When you sat down, it was not university. They told you to look to the left, look to the right. Those are your competitors, and half of you are going to fall out, and who's going to stay in the game. It was very, very stressful. So going to fashion school, I was never into exercise ever in my whole life.
Okay.
Always into the external look.
Yeah.
And dieter. Diet pills.
You
Lost
tried every
diets.
diet.
I had everything. Low calorie. I messed up my thyroid from the pressure of trying to be something that I was not.
Well, that's every woman's struggle today, is it not? That's very common.
And I like to say, too, we have viewers that call me and say, oh my goodness, like you understand the pressures we're going through. Thank you for what Daytime's bringing, because you're helping in our quest of trying to find peace. So from there, I was got over that, and long story short, I became very, very sick, and I was bedridden with chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, and I had swollen glands so large, like I was the Ghostbusters and that big Stay Puft guy. That's what I felt like. Like I had to hold my arm underneath. I was just everywhere. I was overweight. I was on tremendous amount of medication, so bloated. I couldn't work. And I would call my husband and say, I took a shower today.
Wow.
Oh my
and that was a good
goodness.
day.
That was a good day. And that went from me being a stylist in New York, and I styled Spike Lee and Lauren Hutton. I worked with, I met Gianni Versace and Karl Lagerfeld, to lying in a bed going, I took a shower today.
What happened
to
with
my
my
life?
Yeah.
Exactly. So every book I started to read, because he would take me to bookstores. I'm an avid book reader. And it said healthy eating, exercise, and meditation, and clean food and supplementation. So I started to just follow that route.
Yeah.
I took myself off all the medication that I was on, and I started working out. And, you know, you have to work with your doctor on that.
Consult.
Exactly. I started working out only 2 minutes a day. That's all I could have energy for, on an old manual stair stepper.
Oh my God.
And I saw an Oprah show where Tai Bo was on, and I'm like, that's my goal. In 1 year, I'm going to be Tai Bo. And at this point, I'm lying in bed, like can't even move. Within 1 year, I was doing Taibo kickboxing, and it changed my life.
And that just kept you on the right track. You never looked back, right?
Never looked back.
Do people sort of underestimate how much they can change in a year?
Yes, because it's all up here. We make our own traps, and we talk about that in the book. We talk about, like we've talked about before, external drives, external drives, and there's actually a journey workbook with stepping stones in which the reader needs to check off, have you done your affirmations, have you done some exercise today, have you had a positive outlook, and if not, they have to write in their journal what's holding you back, why are you defeating yourself, because it's all here.
Yeah.
And so from that, we moved to a small town in Michigan. We moved from Toronto to Michigan. And they're like, hey, you've done some very cool things, but we have no use for a stylist museum studies woman. I'm like, great.
What are you doing?
What am I going to do?
So I became a certified personal trainer because it changed my life. My aunt's a master trainer. She has published 7 books on the subject. She became my mentor, kind of navigated me through the route of what to do. And that's how Fit Your Style was born, that I took my fashion and cosmetic background with the credentials in fitness, and then with health coaching and wellness.
I love it, and that makes Fit Your Style. And really, this guide is for every woman. You know, it could be for the woman that's trying to completely change her life, or the woman that wants a guideline to stay focused with,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what it keeps you, it really literally keeps you on track. And the minute you fall off, there's an exercise going, whoa, why aren't you doing this?
Right.
So you have to sign a goddess contract at the beginning.
Good.
And then towards the end, there's the sprinklings of all these beautiful works from museums of these goddesses with affirmations. And at the end, you get goddess completion, a certificate.
Awesome. Oh, that's so great. And so it's an ebook online at fityourstyle.com. But when we come back, we're going to talk about an upcoming Oh My Goddess event.
OMG.
The perfect tie-in with the spiritual divas. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.